Rex Sinquefield. Mr. Sinquefield is a financial analyst, guru, call him what you want, and a plan afoot that Illinois could try eventually, along the lines of what he's doing in Missouri, to get rid of the state income tax, replace it with a sales tax. And you said you believe that this push would eventually, I mean, if successful, would push the feds to finally take action on tax reform there. What do you see as being the pinnacle of tax reform in this country? It would look like what?
The ideal, and I don't think we'll see this anytime soon, but the ideal would be eliminating the federal income tax and replacing it with a broad-based retail sales tax, not a VAT tax like in Europe, but just a broad-based retail sales tax. That would create a lot of growth in this country. And frankly, it would cause other countries to copy us. We have a good example of this in 1983 when the federal government slashed the income tax rates under Ronald Reagan. The European countries like Sweden and the United Kingdom responded within months and had drastic cuts in their own income tax. It was either do that or lose their top-earning people to the U.S. So you would get that kind of response. I think what's going to, if this happens, it's going to take states like Missouri, like Kansas, like Oklahoma being successful in eliminating their income tax. And then, according to many people that I've spoken to, like Newt Gingrich, like John Ashcroft, they said that's about all it will take to get a wildfire started. And then the states will start to fall in line because they will be forced to of necessity.
What would that cost? What would that national sales tax look like?
To
make up for the income tax, it's got to be sizable.
I don't know exactly, but I'll bet it's not more than 20%.
So 20%, and then you have your plan where state and local couldn't exceed 10, so now you're looking at 30.
You're looking at 30, but everybody's wealth has gone up immensely because of the elimination of the income tax.
Right. Is this something that will be phased in, or something that you could simply, effective January 1st, 2015, here's the new way we do it?
Well, the people that have actually written about this, like Neil Bortz and a few others, have written books on how to create what they call a fair tax. We're not using that word in Missouri. It would be a phase-in, and there would be an exemption for people up to a certain level of income. So there would be no regressiveness in a national sales tax approach. But in the short run, what the federal government should do is take off all of these crazy income tax increases that are scheduled to come into effect. President Obama wants tax rates to go up January 1st, 2013, with the expiration of the Bush tax cuts. And if he's reelected, he has the power to do it. He simply vetoes any bill that extends them. We have about a 5 percentage point increase built into the health care as well. And so you're looking at the top bracket at roughly a 10 percentage point increase in taxes that is somewhere between certain and highly likely. Now, rather than refer to that as a tax increase, let's call it a reduction in the expected return of investments, because that's what it is. And that's why, until those taxes are gone, there will be no net new investments. Everybody knows companies and people are hoarding cash. They're not investing it because the returns are not there because of the impending taxes. And as long as those taxes are there, unemployment is going to stay high. It's perfect textbook.
I have no time for this answer, but what are the chances when we're at a point in time where almost half of Americans don't pay any income tax, why would they say okay to a sales tax that lets the other half off the hook?
Well, that's a good question. It's an unhealthy situation to get most of your population not having some skin in the game.
Right. Couldn't agree more. All right, the web address is linked on the Facebook page, letvotersdecide.com. Rex Sinquefield, good to meet you. Enjoy your stay in town. You lived here for 15 years, so.
I did, down in Hyde Park. Beautiful Hyde Park, I might add.
All right, enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much.
You bet. It's 720 WGN.
Mike McConnell is on.